weight loss. When we went, before we had bariatric surgery, we had to have it go on a liver cleansing diet or fast or liquids, or maybe we had to go down to one meal a day, something like that, to get us ready for bariatric surgery. Way back then, now that I think of it, I had to go on a 48-hour fast. That's what my doctor required me to have the lap band. But the 9 months when I waited for my lap band, I was on a calorie diet and I lost 15 pounds. And that was pretty difficult for me. Took me a whole year. I worked on it practically. I didn't have any, supplements or no Phentermine or anything like that. So the food beast came back. And I've been fighting this battle. The food beasts really, my lap band metabolically only worked 3 months for weight loss. And then I had to exercise. I had to measure my food. I had to watch the carbs. I had to do all this stuff. And every body hack that I could find, I tried. I even went vegan for a whole year. Yes, I went vegan, and that's totally against what the bariatric surgery rules are, right? Because we're supposed to eat protein first. Well, I read this book called Proteinaholic. He's a bariatric surgeon. What's his name? Garth Davis, I think his name is. He's a bariatric doctor, and it's called Proteinaholic. I think I read this book back in 2015, yeah. And I read A Pound of Cure by Matthew Weiner, A Pound of Cure first. And I did that for a couple. So, and then 2016 rolled around and I had gained some weight and I was still trying to do my athletic sport, triathlon, which I loved. I got hurt. I got hurt on the course because I was over the weight limit for what my body required for me to run and bike and swim and stuff like that. So I got hurt in 2016. I pulled my groin, and it took me down. It took me down for the whole 2017. I had an inflammation shitstorm, and then which turned into a gut bacteria, which turned into H. pylori, which turned into lymphedema, which turned into alopecia areata. All my hair fell out. That wasn't fun. So my hair never was the same. I think 3 to 6 months after I had my lap band, my hair started falling out, and it's always never been the same. You can look back at my videos, in my beginning videos, I always had nice hair. But after that, my hair just totally dried out. And then when I went vegan, oh my goodness. Yeah, my hair totally fell out. But here's my starting picture. Yeah, look at all that. Look at that ham hock. You could have that for dinner, couldn't you? Yeah, I was a whopping 220 pounds. Now, I'm tiny, okay? I'm a very short person. I was 5'4", but I've shrunken through the years because I'm postmenopause. Yay me. So I normally, those legs would swell up, and they would look like Fred Flintstone feet. I felt terrible. I was getting fat or getting obese. I went vegan, and I lost some fat, and I lost my hair, and and I didn't like my hair short. I don't like my hair short. Here's a picture of me when my legs got normal but you can see where I have the lymphedema leg. That's when it started. This was at my lowest, 147. I was kind of gaunt, and I didn't have any hair, but I didn't have any flabby arms underneath. I had exercised all that off, and I think I had a body fat of 15%. No hair though. And then here's another picture of me. I was in the best shape of my life at 52 years old. Oh, 53, because it took me a year of triathlon training. So the person who inspires me, who really inspired me as I read her story, and her name is Sister Madonna Brewer. She's a nun, and she's a triathlete. And here she is. I saw her in one of my triathlons that I was participating in, and she only weighs about 100 pounds. Yeah, she's a full Ironman. She made Kona. She in her oldest age group. She crossed the line in Kona, full Ironman, which takes you about 17, 18 hours for her age category, and she was 75 years old. Yeah, she bicycles 40 miles every day to church. Yeah, she's a real nun, and she was a cloister nun, but she had to leave the order because they wouldn't allow her to wear shorts. So I keep saying these lately. I think it's the Benjamin. I'm very chatty, and I just cleaned my entire condo. I cleaned it from top to bottom. I changed all the curtains. I washed all the curtains, all the sheets, scrubbed everything, cleaned the oven, everything. This condo is immaculate. I've been cleaning for the last 4 days. So yeah, at least it gets you motivated. So this is Sister Madonna Bruder. She's an Iron Nun, and she inspires me. And then there's Iron Lou. He's 85. He's an Iron Man. Yes, Iron Man. He used to be a professional equestrian rider, and he started taking up Iron. He's now 87, and the shoal of one of the Middle Eastern countries invited him out and paid everything, I think a couple of years ago, for him to participate in the Royal King's triathlon in, I think it was either Bahrain or one of those Middle Eastern countries. So yeah, he inspires me. Here's me crossing the finish line, and I had my medal. I was so happy. And so I want to get back to that. Hopefully, if I get back down, I got it from my mom, because my mom had big legs. She had phlebitis, and she had blood clots and stuff like that, and in her later years. So I just don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through that. So, I mean, it's been 4 days, and my double chin is gone. Yeah, I lose weight from my waist up, and then the last to go is my caboose in my legs. I was watching a show. What is it called? Botched. And there was a beautiful girl. What are they? The Spanish girls. They're from Brazil. There's Brazilian girls. They are probably one of the most beautiful women in the world. There was this girl that she wanted to be a Susie doll. So she went to those plastic surgeons, and she had a perfect body. I mean, it was like showgirl. And she wanted a BBL. She wanted more fat in her butt. I have a natural booty that I'm genetically blessed with, and I've been trying to get rid of it and exercise it down and keep it on the down low, because some people like big booties or big titties. There was this one girl, she was called a sugar baby, and she had these gigantic bazooms. I mean, 1,000 cc's in her bosom. And then she wanted them bigger, She said that her sugar daddy that was from Germany gave her big boobies. But I'm not really into big boobies. because I like to run and I like to cycle and shit like that, and they just get in the way. Um, but I do wear those lifts. If I'm going to wear a plunging neckline, I put those lifts in the bottom of my bra, and it just lifts them, just perfect. Um, but I never was really back. Now that I think about it, I always had small breasts, really small, flat chested breasts. And then when I got pregnant, when I gained 30 pounds, my breasts and being with pregnancy, and I tried to breastfeed, and my mom had double D's. Yeah, those were some big, as a matter of fact, she would never put her bras, those days where you'd hang your washout on the line or in the garage or whatever. She was always hiding her bras because they were double D's. Um, but nah, I'm not into big boobies. But and my husband, he's not into big boobies. And he's not into big, thick women either. I was out in the garden, and I was this one lady. I got really embarrassed, and she says, "Boy, those men just must love your booty." And I got really embarrassed because I don't want a big booty. I want a small booty, like one of those Asian girls. I wish I could be built like one of those Asian girls, straight up and down, like hourglass shape. But maybe if I had some extra money, um, maybe I could get some liposuction. But at the point now where I'm just like running on empty without a job, I've been unemployed since June of 2017. And I'm going to look for a job after we come back from Florida. So I have to go back to work. So anyway, I rattled on enough, and I just wanted to come back and say hello. And it gets kind of lonely being here all day, and I'm trying to rest while I'm fasting because I don't want to do any heavy exercise.